The Epic of Gilgamesh is a very good piece. That's Mesopotamia. That was the legend. That was the founding myth of Mesopotamia, and it told of you had this character, this hero in the Epic of Gilgamesh, who goes out and his great battle is to fight the bull of heaven. The bull of heaven. And the bull of heaven is this huge, mighty bull. And Gilgamesh is only a man. But Gilgamesh is able to defeat the mighty bull. Why? Because he possesses human intellect and human intelligence. Right? Now, Swineclass is saying it's also the first surviving poem, and that is true. Right? And Mesopotamia was one of the first civilizations that we know about, and the founding myth was the distinction between human beings and animals, right? That a bull might be bigger and stronger and huge, but a human has the ability to slay a bull because they're more intelligent than a bull. That humans are defined by their creativity, their ability to use tools, their ability to be intelligent, and ultimately, as Frederick Engels put it, by their ability to make their environment serve them, right? Other animals only interact with their environment, but Frederick Engels brilliantly understood that human beings have the ability to make the environment serve them. Right? That's what distinguishes human beings, our ability to make Mother Nature and the earth serve us. Unfortunately, we've been doing it in a rather irrational way, and part of socialism will be getting our forcing of the environment to serve us to be more sensible. But ultimately, yes, we're the only species that has the ability to make the environment serve us. And I will add that the founding myths, I admire Julius Caesar, but Julius Caesar, Julius Caesar was progressive, but he was within a very reactionary society, ancient Rome. And interestingly, the founding myth of ancient Rome is the opposite. It has the opposite message of the founding myth of Mesopotamia, right? Gilgamesh, a human being, possesses human intelligence, and with his human intelligence is able to defeat a mighty bull. Well, the founding myth of ancient Rome is the myth of Romulus and Remus, right? Romulus and Remus are two brothers, twin brothers. They're born, and their father rejects them for some reason. We don't know why. And he leaves them at the river to die, right? And so, from the woods comes the she-wolf. I don't know why they don't just say a female wolf, but for some reason, it's always written out as the she-wolf, a female wolf. All right? And Romulus and Remus are nursed by the she-wolf. They are left by the river to die, and they're nursed by the she-wolf, and they are raised by a pack of wolves. Right? In fact, that became a symbol of the Roman Empire. They had statues everywhere of this wolf, nursing two baby boys. That's how Rome began, right? Is two Romans are left to die, or two young twin baby boys are left to die by the river, and they're raised by a wolf. And the understanding was that because they were raised by wolves, right? Because they were not raised by humans, they were not given human affection, they were raised by wild predators, by carnivores, by, wild carnivorous beasts. That was what gave Romulus and Remus the strength to start a mighty empire, right? They were not weaklings. They didn't get hugged by a mother. They were not coddled. They were instead raised by wolves. And so they learned to be like predators. That's the Roman Empire. That was the founding myth of the Roman Empire. The exact opposite, right? The Epic of Gilgamesh tells us that Gilgamesh was great because he was not an animal. Because he was better than an animal. He possessed human reason and intellect. Whereas the Romans say that their founders, the two brothers, Romulus and Remus, one of which eventually kills the other one, Romulus and Remus are great because they're like animals, because they reject their humanity, and they're raised by wolves. Two civilizations, two distinct myths. You can learn a lot about societies by their myths. And the Roman Empire was a predatory empire that basically survived by holding back historical progress and going around to other peoples and extracting tribute and slaves from them at the point of a spear. They maintained a highly inefficient system of production called slavery. But you should watch my talk on ancient Rome. It's on the YouTube channel. It's about an hour-long presentation I gave to a group of students and others in New York City. You should check it out. Shout out to Jenny Lynn, who's joining us. Glad you're with us. But yeah, I mean, and you can learn a lot about a society through its myths. And as a socialist, if you really want to understand world history, you can't limit yourself to what's gone on since the time of Marx, right?